Okay, going straight to the video, I have already done my eyebrows as you can see, and I'm going in with this Essence eyeshadow base to just prime my eyelids and prepare them for eyeshadow. And I'm going to be using this brush by Beauty Treats, and I'm just going to blend my eyeshadow base like so. Next up, it's eyeshadow time, and I'm using this brush by Essence, this eyeshadow blending brush. And I'm going to be using this palette by Beauty Treats. And I'm going in with that beigeish reddish shade there and just going straight into my crease and out of my crease. As you can see, this eyeshadow is not highly pigmented, so you have to go in multiple times for you to get that color pop that you desire. Next up, I'm using this palette by Colors Limited, and I'm using that nudish shade there to just go in on top and over my beige reddish shade that I used earlier, because I do not want a harsh eyeshadow look. So I'm just going to blur it out a little bit like so. Next up, I'm using this Cala smudge brush, and I am going back into that Beauty Treats palette and using that brown shade over there. I'm sorry, my hand covered it, but I'm just going to go straight into my crease to create that halo effect, because my eyes are not hollow by nature, so you just have to create an illusion, you know. Once that is done, I'm taking another color brush and I'm going back using that first color that I used before, and I'm just going to use this color to hush out the brown that I just put, because you want it to look just smooth and with no harsh lines or anything like that. Next up, I'm going back with that eyeshadow base by Essence and that brush by Beauty Treats, and I'm just going to apply that on my eyelid. And once that is done, I'm taking another palette by Colors Limited and that flat brush by Urban Decay, and I'm mixing those two colors together to just base my eyelid for the glitter color that I'm going to use. Next up, I'm using that glitter palette by Beauty Treats, and I'm going in with that gold shade, and I'm just going to use my finger here to apply this eyeshadow to my eyelids. As you can see, guys, it wasn't giving me anything at all. It was so difficult to let this color show, and I struggled with it so much. I even used a brush to help me apply to put on some pigmentation, but it wasn't working. So now I'm just going to add on that silvery shade, and as you can see, it gave me something more than that gold shade did. So I'm just going to do that like so. Once that is done, I am going to line my eyes, and I'm using an Essence liquid liner here, and I usually do this step to just it helps me if I'm going to be wearing eyelashes as well, because it just covers out all the mistakes that I'm going to do with my eyelashes, because sometimes eyelashes are just a problem. And once that is done, I'm going in with that Yardley mascara, and I'm just prepping my lashes for my false lashes. Next up, I have my lashes on, and these lashes are called cherry lashes. I got them in a China store. And yeah, that's about it with the lashes. Now I'm just priming my face with the Yardley color correcting primer, like so, and I'm just going to apply that into my skin. Foundation time, I'm using that L'Oreal inflammable foundation in the color mahogany, and I'm going to apply this with that eyeshadow, no, with that foundation brush by Cala, like so. And you have to make sure you also go down your neck. My neck is just dark, so darker than my whole body, so I just need to try to make it look alike. Okay, next up I'm using that L'Oreal foundation by True Match, and I am just using that to just blur out the orangeness of this foundation. I barely wear this foundation because, as you can see, it's very orange and gives me a very dramatic look and everything. Now I'm just going to conceal my face using that MAC concealer and an LA Girl concealer. I've just mixed the two and I'm just applying it like so. And to blend it out, I'm going to be using a beauty blender, and I'm just dumping it using that Essence matte finishing spray. As you can see, this beauty blender was still a bit dry, you know, and it was just taking the color from what I wanted. But we have to finish what we started, so I'm just going to blend this out and blend. Next up, I'm going back with that LA Girl concealer to just, because I wasn't satisfied with the coverage that the concealer gave me, so I'm going in with a second layer there. Once I'm done doing that, I am going to cream contour today. And as you guys know, I do not usually cream contour. I really dread this process. I do not like it at all, but I'm going to do it today, and I'm just going to apply that to define my cheeks, around my forehead and on my jawline. And I'm just going to start blending this out with that beauty blender, like so. Once that is done, I'm going in with that Avon compact powder and an Essence compact powder as well, and I'm mixing these two shades to just set my concealer and my foundation and everything all over my face and down my neck and just everywhere where we put product. Next up, I am going in with that color brush and that bronzer palette by Beauty Treats, and I'm using that darkest shade to just contour, to set the parts that I contoured before. Next up, I'm using that brush by Urban Decay to just set my contoured parts on my nose, and I'm using that at this point, guys, it fell, my powder fell. And I'm using that Yardley loose powder to just set my highlighted places, and I'm just going to put that there to just define my cheeks a little bit more, to just give me that chiseled look. And as you guys know, I do not let powder sit on my face at all, so I'm just going to brush it all out. And once that is done, I'm going back into that Beauty Treats eyeshadow palette, and I'm using that red color that I used before to just apply that on my bottom lashes. And I'm going to go back into the palette and use a redder color, mixing it with a brown shade, and just repeat the same thing that I did. Once I was done, I used that color brush and that blush by Yardley, and I was putting it right there where I contoured to just blur out the harsh brown color. Once that is done, I use this kajal pencil by Yardley to just line my lower lashes to give me how would I say, to give me like a smoky look, you know, a smoky look down there. Once that was done, I went back into that bronzer palette, and I'm using this fun brush by Cala, and I'm going to use that third highlight color there, and I'm just going to highlight my cheeks like so. This color was giving me life, you guys. It was popping and popping. Next up, I'm just going to apply some as well on my color brow, like so. And look at that pop, you guys. And to line my lips, I'm using that brown lip liner. I just got this at the market, China store, anything. I think it's $10 at the market, so you can, you know, there's no name to it. And I'm using this Rimmel matte lipstick, liquid lipstick. And you guys, I'm not a red lip kind of girl, and this was just me stepping out of my comfort zone because I just do not like red lipstick on me. It just doesn't sit well with me. But we're doing it today. We are doing it today, you guys. So I'm just applying that like so. Going back with that Beauty Treats palette to just highlight my upper lip there. And lastly, I'm just going to spray my face using that Essence matte finishing spray, and it never gets old, you guys. It never gets old. It's just overwhelming. After I was done, I'm just going to wear this handmade wig. I do not remember the name of this wig. And yeah, that is the video, you guys. I'm sorry I lost so much footage, like at the end and the beginning and everything. It was just, I don't know, you guys, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. But I had some pictures that I took on my phone, and I'm just going to show you right here.